Guys, today what we're going to do is we're going to set up a pull-up bar. I have a carport here where I keep my boat and all the other junk I own, and what I want to do is I wanted to rig up a pull-up bar here between these two metal brackets here, or these metal posts. So I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to put it right about here. That way I can pull up and my feet don't hit the ground. So let's see how it goes. Let me show you the parts. So you got the parts here. So you got the bar, the flanges, the bolts, some washers. What you're going to do is get your bar to cut that to fit. Your Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever you want to do, they'll thread it and cut it to size. The one thing you got to make sure is that you check out for this offset here, because that will go into about right there, and you'll have to make up that difference. So if you're not giving that, I mean, just go down and do the math with the guy down at Home Depot. They're actually really helpful, or Lowe's. The other thing I did was I picked up a couple of washers to put in between this and the flange, then also between that and the bar that I'm going to attach it to. So there you go. Let's go and install it. So first off, what you're going to do is drill your hole. Your first hole doesn't matter, but everything else has to line up after that so the bar is level. So make sure that when you drill this first hole, your next hole is going to be level with that one. I'll show you how to do that. Let's get this one done. So after you bore out the holes that you need to fit the bolts that you got, get in there and spray paint that stuff so it doesn't rust if you're keeping this outside. Now just take your bolt, put it through there, and then put it into the new hole you've made. So that'll line up your other one. Mark the hole. Remove it, now just go and make your new hole. Now you just make sure when this lines up, now you get the whole piece, put it all together, and then line up the other side. Get your level out, and make sure that bar is pretty level. I mean, you want it to be level. Okay, so now we're going to thread both of the flanges onto the bar, just so it's like that. Thread your bolts through, and then put them through the holes you made. Then we're going to adjust everything out so we can do the level and make sure the other side is good. Mark the holes and punch those holes too. Really all you do is just getting it close. Perfect. Alright, now use your level and get this level, make a little notch. Simple, it almost does it itself. Not easy. Now I'm going to punch these holes. Let's put it together. So what I've done is I've kind of opened that, how do you say it, like unscrewed it so it presses against both sides. You don't want to go too far because you want to have some teeth to have there, but then what will happen after you screw all this stuff together and bolt these down, then you're going to twist this and it will tighten it up. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. It's already almost there. Let's tighten all this stuff down and see what we can do with this. Yeah, it's getting close. Now it looks like the only thing we need to do is, so the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey applies here. So if you go left, it's pushing the bars out. If you go right, it pulls them together. I'm going to go ahead and pull them together and just crank it down. That is solid, man. So now we're just going to wrap some tape around it. Go to the pull-up bar. So now all there is to do is wrap the athletic tape around the places where you grip. I went to the dollar store. It's a pretty good size of it. And pick the place where you usually put your hands. I like to do wide pull-ups, so like right about here. Doesn't have to be thick, just something to cover it up. My hands are filthy from this bar, so probably not the best time to put white tape on there. Do that to the other side too. Let's do some pull-ups. Let's give it a shot. All set up. There it is. Right on.